Bit on the actual oil trade. We'll see if that actually works in our favor. We're gonna have to take a couple $1,000 loss on that thing. We'll see. We'll see what we're gonna do, man. As you can see over here on this, well, you can't see because TradingView in its infinite wisdom doesn't want to demand it. All right, where are we at? Let's go to and let's look at. Damn it! I wasn't set up properly yet. That's fine. We'll go here and we'll go here and we'll go live. So everybody's doing. Not sure if anybody's around. Give myself my own rocket ship. It's all about the. Oh, we're gonna get knocked out of that trade. Damn it! Gonna knock me out. Get knocked out at some profit. The oil trade's really destroying us. Down about $1,200 on that bad boy. See how that works out. I haven't checked and seen if my audio's coming through. I'll be looking at that here shortly. Share the stream, and I'll share this out. I'm going to be only streaming for a little bit here. I've got some stuff I got to do. And I'll come back and see if I can stream in the afternoon. The afternoon session. We're up about 2,200, down about 1,400 on that oil. Let's see if we can actually do something there. Come on, dude. What the hell? So far, we're up about 8 grand for the day. Well, we're up about 10 now with that little move. That little move on the actual. I'll share my P&L in a little bit. It hasn't been a while since I got to stream, or since I actually streamed. What the hell is my share of the stream thing? There it is. This is TradingView, right? Yeah, hell yeah. TradingView. Dynamite. Look at that. We are there. Let's make sure my audio's coming through. TradingView. Dynamite. All right. I'm way too comfortable in this chair. Live trading futures. What else do we want to do up in there? Oh, damn it, Jim. I'm a doctor, not a trader. So, how's everybody doing? I'll share this out in the Discords. Well, we're up. We're up on that oil trade now. Up about $300. We'll probably get out of that. We probably should just get out of that bad boy. Actually, why don't I just trail some profit? Actually, already a hit. Bam.
Order filled.
All right. Took some profit on that bad boy. Took about a G on that. We're up about $9,300 for the day. You can see this one trade. We're up $2,900. Booyakasha.
Stop filled. Stop filled.
Send it. It is sent. We got knocked out a couple profitable trades there. See if we can do something there. See what other trade. We were in gold for a minute. It's been a while since I got to trade, or got to stream, not to trade. But I was I was traveling. See, we're up about $1,900. I'll show my P&L. I'll share my P&L here for the day. Where are we at? I don't know. I don't track my P&L throughout the day. I just focus on doing good trades. If you are just joining, you'll definitely want to like and share. See if we can get out there. See if we can. Okay. I have to figure out which one I'm. Up about $1,900 on that trade. We already took some profit. We'll do some TA here in a little bit. So, oh wait, I should go to the performance. How do I go to the performance tab? Or open the performance one? Performance. I had to trade myself. Good morning, X-Factor. Good to see you. I had to trade myself out of a trade earlier. One of my bad habits came back, but I caught it quick. So that's why that kind of, if you look at the P&L here, or not the P&L. Yeah, if you look at my P&L here. Okay, dude, what the hell? So you'll see here I'm up about 10, but you can see here we got more losing trades. 9. That's it really isn't it is a losing trades. They were losing trades. It's just I scaled in a little too aggressively on a trade that I shouldn't have scaled in at. So I got a little aggressive. P&L still decent, 10-3, but that loss shouldn't have been. Well, I was trading myself out of a trade, so I'm not making an excuse. I'm just saying that's why the losing trades are that high. I just started too aggressive. I got too aggressive. So let's see if we can break, I don't know, 20 grand today. If you haven't followed, you want to follow on Discord. All right, so where are we at? Let's see if we can find some trades. Let's see what exists on the box or on the. So we're at the daily open on the mini Dow. Does crude want to tap the daily open? We're in 2 trades on the NQ. I missed the GC trade. So the question with gold, is gold going to sell off deeper? Is it going to do a deeper sell off? That's the question with gold. That's what we need to figure out with gold. Now, if you haven't joined, down below you'll see Discord is where it's all at. You'll want to definitely join Discord. That's the spot if you haven't joined Discord. What the hell? I don't know why YouTube must have turned back on my notifications, because I'm getting notifications of stuff I don't even care about. All right, so let's see what we're let's see what's going on. What's on deck for GC? Let's open up our 4 chart layout in GC. Let's see if we can see a trade there. So chart 3 looks like it might be selling off. It's kind of at a reaction zone. The next level on GC is down to 1960 or possibly 1954. So I think what we'll do is we'll look for a pullback there. Look for a pullback in GC. See if that actually will pull back and pick us up. So we're going short on that. We were shorting in CL, but got out of that. Not sure where that's going. E-mini Dell lost the daily open. We do have wait, what is this? NQ is at the RDA. So we'll see what it's going to do there. We are in that trade. We're up about $2,500 in that trade. For those that are just joining, maybe you're new.
Order filled.
Trading a trade system I developed called the RDTS. It's one of the most effective speculation systems ever developed in humanity. Let's see what we got going on here. Kind of quiet around these parts. I'm not sure why everybody's not excited. Maybe everybody's getting ready for summer. Should have had some coffee. What time is it? All right. I can stream for a little bit, then I got a jet, so I can come back in enough time to stream the afternoon session. So let's look around. We'll look around at some TA. We'll look at doing some TA here in a second. But right now we're in one trade. We did get picked up for 1 lot. Was that only 1 lot? Come on, man. What are you doing here, GC? What did we get picked up on? 1 lot on GC. Might get picked up for another one. You can just look at that pattern. The pattern looks like it's going to sell off, but it's not. It's holding the lows. Buyers are stepping up a little bit, but it looks like it wants to go to the next level down below. Let's see where we're at. We're going to get stopped out of that NQ trade possibly. I don't see any other trade I really want to enter on. Are we looking around the market before we head off here? Or before we kind of go to the next stage? Let's see what we got going on. Yeah, we'll just see if we get picked up on any more of these sells here on gold futures. I did roll forward on the July contract on CL, so I rolled forward on that. Did not roll forward anything else. Just the liquidity on CL just looked, you could just tell you needed to roll forward. What else do we have going on? Any tickers anybody wants me to look at, take a look at, do some longer term technical analysis on? Because I will be going
order filled.
We'll be going to gold. All right, we got picked up on the other GC, another GC lot. We'll see if we get picked up. And then obviously the pretty obvious move on GC. I mean, we can just look at the 5 minute and say, well, we potentially maybe have a RDA check up here. So really selling up to this RDA check is really the key. So we probably will. Let's put another
order filled.
Yep, of course. Why would it? All right. Where's that going? Yeah. That's not the daily open, is it? Yeah, it is the daily open. The daily open of the NQ. We'll be looking at the index too. I think looking at the index would be key. All right, so you can see the daily. The daily is pretty far extended from our momentum indicators and an RDA check. It hasn't done an RDA check since March. So that's one thing that is, it's obvious. I mean, this is day one or week one trader TA. Week one trader TA should be able to do this technical analysis I'm about to do, which is, it's real simple. You got a level here, very simple. Kind of standard support and resistance. Previous resistance becomes support. So at a minimum, we would expect probably a check back down to 681. But because, especially if you trade my system, then you're probably looking more for a test around 592. Just because you trade a highly effective system, and the system tells you that that's probably where you would expect to test. We look at the 1 hour and see if we can learn any clues from the 1 hour. Okay, why does it show that on the 1 hour? These lines are the opening range, but anyways, it's kind of annoying. All right, so 60 minutes, obviously momentum long. It is getting a little extended from the RDA. So that's something to consider. But there's no, until there's a deeper sell-off, a deeper move, then
Stop filled.
It really is momentum, bias long. And we did get stopped out. I don't know what we got stopped out of. Okay, yeah. So we got stopped out. We're up about 1100 or 11,000 today. Probably get stopped out of this other trade here. You can see here we got picked up on 3 lots on the gold trade here. We've got a reaction zone that it's playing with right here. We'll see if it picks up, comes out and picks us up. We probably should get a little heavier on gold with the sell-off around the RDA. The question is, if it's going to tag the RDA, is it going to come and tag this level, or is it going to come and tag the actual next level up? So we'll see. Right now we're just up about $1,800 or about $1,100 on 2 lots on the NQ. We're down about 160 on the GC trade. And let's look at the Bitcoin. All right, so we can get out of that chart. What is this? Yeah, I'll leave this chart.
Order filled. Order filled.
We'll load this. Where's my Rex Dog ideas? There it is. Open up the ideas chart. What did we get picked up on? Another gold entry. Yeah, another gold entry. So gold picked us up again. Yeah. That's pretty obvious there what gold's trying to do. See if we get taken out of those remaining 2 lots on the NQ. Hey, Bidgie, I watched a couple of your streams a while back, then got hit with family emergency and had to stay overseas for a bit, so didn't trade. Oh. Can you analyze BTC? Yeah, I'll look at BTC. Hope your health has been good. Would you mind explaining what the green and red triangles are on your chart? Oh, these ones? Those are, so the green and red triangles, those are the Rexdog RSI. And it's actually a really, we're starting to use them more as far as confirmation signals. And we look for a triangle pattern. So this is a private indicator for members, the triangle. So what we look for is a triangle pattern. And the triangle pattern is, and we'll use the NQ, I'll make this larger. So just one signal is good, but we look for a triangle pattern symbol or signal for this. And it's really a confirmation of the move that we would expect. So what I mean by that is you'll see there's a triangle here. There's one here. So that's the sell-off. And then you're looking for a counter signal. And there's the counter signal. So here's a green one right here. And then the last signal is the actual signal that you roll with. So now the red signal is right here. And then that obviously prompted this, or didn't prompt. That confirms kind of the sell-off. Now, what we're looking for now is we're looking for a green triangle. So for us to, and this is, once again, this is a confirmation. It's not a signal that we would necessarily, we wouldn't trade this alone. But for instance, right now, what do we see? This is real. While I'm thinking about reversing this position here in the NQ, which I probably will. I'll reverse it.
Order filled. Order filled.
I reversed on the NQ. And the reason for is because it's checking the RDA here on the 5. And so this leads into the signal. What are we looking for? What would make, so if we have another green candle and it continues up, then I would be looking for another one of these green to confirm or give us another signal that, hey, yeah, the long move is actually the right move here. So you see we have a green, red. Now we're looking for a counter green signal. And if we see that counter green signal, then it would confirm kind of the triangle pattern, or it would confirm the move, is the way to look at how we use the RD RSI. I know some people that use the RD RSI as actually trade signals. So they wouldn't trade unless they see these kind of counter signals. You see the same thing here. You have a red, green, red, and then the sell-off. You have and you'll say, well, what about the green, red, green here? That would have been a signal as well. You would have, that one actually didn't play out. Well, it did. Here's the thing. You don't get a counter signal until, well, you do get the counter signal here. So right away, you get the counter signal that this signal is no longer valid right here. So that's how you use it, if that makes sense. We're up about $200 on that trade. And then someone said, let's do BTC. So we'll look at BTC here. So yeah, I reversed that NQ. I was only in 2 lots. Reversed the NQ. And now we're up about $200. I should probably protect that position with just some trailing stops, just because it's not really a fade, but I don't know. I don't have high confidence that's going to continue to move up. Let's see. Now, obviously, if we get that counter signal, another green, then I might add to that trade, or it would add to that. We're short on the gold futures. We're only down 130 on that, 4 lots. We'll look at Bitcoin now. So let's go to here and let's look at Bitcoin. Let's go to daily and we'll look at Bitcoin. Someone asked for Bitcoin. So, all right. So number 1, we've already got that. We've already, RTA that we've done a while ago still holds on Bitcoin. We're in a fight right now between the RDA, the yellow line that you see here, which is a free indicator on TradingView. So just look up Rexdog average. One of the best bias indicators ever developed in the history of humankind. And then we're in a fight. So right now, the bias is long. I would be looking at long, but we don't have an answer yet. And what's that answer we're looking for? Well, we're looking for whether or not Bitcoin actually wants to hold this yellow line here, this RDA, which is really important. But we also notice here right around May 23rd, momentum officially shifted to short. So really the key on Bitcoin is, does it close above 27,614? If it closes above this weekly level, 24,614, then most likely it's going to go and take out these levels up here. At this point in time, you're kind of stuck between bias and you're stuck between momentum, short. So the bias is long and the momentum is short. And I would, based on what I'm seeing here, I'm expecting, this is just I'm expecting this little inflection area here to be tested between 24 and 25,000. That's what I'm expecting.
Stop filled.
No, so that's what, so I'm expecting a sell off right around 27,800. And then, but a close above that, then I would expect these levels to be taken out. And then I'm expecting these levels to fail, maybe the RDA fail, and then come out and test this range here. That's what I'm looking for. Right now, you're kind of in a no trade zone unless you're long. The trade to me is a long trade here. It's not short. I would be shorting above. But to me, based on the chart, bias long, the RDA has held for a while, so you've got to trust that, at least within our system, how we trade. So that's kind of where Bitcoin sits. We look at the 4-day. The 4-day is kind of interesting because the 4-day is actually barely holding momentum, but it doesn't look as solid necessarily on the long side. But the 4-day did take out or did test a kind of key level, which is right here. And it failed there. So on the 4-day, it's real obvious. If it holds above this, it's going to go to the next level. If it holds above 30,000, it closes above that, then it's going to go take out at least this level or this level up here. Pretty much guaranteed. So that's the way I would. Now, Bree asked, that sounds great. Thanks for explaining it. Do you have another confirmation signal bias? No. So, yeah. So, I mean, our system isn't always in system. The system I trade isn't always in system. That means that at any given time, you look at the chart and it tells you whether or not you should be long or short, and you should be in a trade. So it's an aggressive system. You don't have to always be in a trade, but you should be in a trade. I designed a trade system that basically trades with momentum when the market's moving. If the market's moving, I want to be part of that move and I want to make profit. That's the system I designed. That's the system I trade. To me, to have any other system just doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make sense to wait for 2 weeks for a trade. I mean, of course, being patient. There's aspects to being patient. I'm just saying that why not trade up to that level that you're waiting for? If the market's moving, I want to be part of that move. So you asked, we have, well, so right now, the trade that was on the table was a trade at the RDA check here. And that's why I reversed. Now, right now, it's fighting with what we call our momentum indicators. And it's deciding does it want to go momentum long. Now, what you can't see on the stream that I can see is our 4-chart setup. We trade a setup called the 4-chart setup. It's a combination of time and non-time based charts. And one of the things it gives you the ability to see within time bars. And right now, we're in a no trade zone in a way on the NQ because we're in the middle of a range and it's deciding whether or not it wants to sell off here. It really is. The 60-minute doesn't look strong on the NQ. I'm talking about the NQ here. But as far as your, to ask your questions, or to answer your specific question, yeah, our system, what I trade, what you see me trade, I know the next highest probable short trade, and I know the next highest probable long trade, and that's what I'm waiting for. right now the next highest probable short trade, at least for the next reaction zone, is right around 921. So 13,921. That's the next highest probable short trade on the NQ. We could trade up to that zone, but it also, we're in the middle of a range. It's a no, I mean, you have no edge when you're in the middle of a range. And then our next highest probable long trade, I mean, there's a minor long trade at 385, or sorry, 885, and then there's another one at 864. So here we go. We have, do you see the 4-day DXY retest the open of the breakdown candle? We'll look at the DXY. So hopefully that helps with Bitcoin. At least that's the way I see it. I mean, my bias on Bitcoin is long right now, but it looks more like it wants to retest this range down here. So I would expect at least the long move to try one more time and then maybe fail. Let's look at the DXY. Dollar index. All right. Well, look at that. Dollar index is pretty clear what it's, I mean, it's recaptured bias and momentum. Here in this move, it's held this lower level. I mean, just a minor overshoot of this level. As you can see here, I've kind of already identified this kind of key level that it came down and test. If it holds this, then I don't see why it's not going to go and at least take out 105,628 as far as, and then it takes that out, then obviously it's going to this next level. You can see here I've already kind of identified a couple areas that I expected to hit. So I expect it to get to this 122, between 120 and 122 long term. That's what I expect on the DXY. And then we obviously have this. So this zone down here at 960, this is the start of the current equity run. So I was expecting maybe if this level failed that it would continue at a lower level down, but obviously it's holding up. What lines? Oh, yeah, those are indicators in our system. So those are the indicators that we use in our system. Pretty much all the lines you see, there's not a lot of lines, but the indicators you see are our base indicators that we use for our reaction zones and to actually trade. So we trade around those base indicators, but also they're chosen for a reason, because they provide your ability to interpret price action through momentum and bias. So I trade momentum and bias. And then bias is basically, should you be short or long? And then momentum is what some people think of as trend, but I think of the market in momentum. In my training and in my teachings, I don't believe you should think in trends. I believe you should think in the perspective of momentum, just because I think it's much more effective to think that way. I'm going long on the NQ, so that seems to be the move. I know I said I'm in the middle of a no trade zone, but it does appear that potentially it wants to break through and hold momentum. Chart 2 is what I'm watching for entries there. So for members, if you're watching or wondering, chart 2 is what I'm using for
order filled
the entries. But chart 2 is not, we see here, this is kind of not the best trade for a long. We entered right at a reaction zone, and we're between bias and momentum. Now, one thing is that it did recapture the VWAP here. So we'll watch and see how that, I should probably look at the internals.
Order filled.
Do I trade everything on the 5-minute? No. No. I stream the 5-minute, but I use a 4-chart setup. It's what I teach in my training. I teach a 4-chart setup. We call it the 4-chart setup. And And that is a combination of time charts and non-time charts. Actually, if you want a true secret of trading, take time out of your trading. Find a way to take time out. Have at least 1 or 2 charts that you always look at that don't reference time. That's actually one of the best, not the best. It's actually a hack in trading, I guess, if you want to think about it that way, I guess. And some odd. I have to decide on this GC trade. How far do we want to? Well, I guess it's up to the RDA. So we need to look for an average. So up to 1976. We'll go a couple more lots up here. Give it a little bit more room. We'll see. We do have the VWAP up there, so maybe it's going for a VWAP test. It's a little farther above the RDA than I would like. We do have the 11 o'clock hour, so we just, at least my time here, 12 o'clock hour market time. So we're in lunch, so it might be at a range situation here. And if that's the case, then hold on. All right. Yeah. I wouldn't expect much movement here. Should have got picked up on some of those.
Order filled.
Added another GC trade. It's either going to fail here or it's this GC trade I'm willing to short up to 1978, probably 1978 spot 2. I'm looking for a longer move on that based on my control for that trade is chart 3. So members, if you're wondering, so people that are someone did ask, yeah, so no, I never stream the 4. I mean, number one, I have 3 monitors here that I'm using, and TradingView plus I stream on TradingView, and TradingView only likes, yeah. Bitcoin doesn't seem like it wants to really get aggressive today. But TradingView only allows you to stream on their charts. So I just kind of show the 5-minute chart that shows my positions. And then I use the 4 chart setup to trade. Well, there we go. We got decent move on that NQ trade, up about $400, $500. So put some trailing stocks in there just so we don't take a loss. We're still waiting to see whether or not this, obviously this level looks like it wants to be tapped with the GC, with gold. Yeah, so yeah, there's a green triangle, so we'll see if that signal plays out. We'll see. We got 1, 2, 3, so then this late in the move, though, you would have liked to see it down here. Ideally, what you want to see it is
order filled.
You'd like to see that move more on the downside or on the bottom where you would expect a reaction. So, once again, I'm trading the system, though. Yeah, it hasn't. Yeah, so you wait for the close. So it doesn't repaint. It just you wait for the close, as with anything else. You know, the close always is the most important. But this late in the move, it could be something like this, where generally, if you see the RSI signal hit that late in the move, it's not something that you would want to not bank on, but it just doesn't provide. But there is, I will say, one of our charts, which is our 4 chart setup, chart 4. So I'll just send a picture of this. How do I show this? So, for instance, this is our chart 4. And then you'll see on chart 4, we have an RSI signal right there on that actual candle, right at the RDA, which is perfect. So you'll see that on chart 4, that's also one of the other reasons why I went long here, is because I went long as it captured. That's my position right here, as it captured the RDA, with the expectation that it was probably going to break the momentum indicators that you see here. So that's why I went long on the NQ there. But you do see that, well, this candle hasn't finished yet. So that signal isn't real yet. Until it closes, we have about some left. Yeah, okay, there. It officially closed now. I'll actually show a picture of that so you can see it. But this looks like it will paint or it will print that. So I can probably give one of these positions a little bit more room. We'll see. Or two of these. We'll just remove or lower our stops, our trailing stops a little bit. See if we can give it a little bit more room. Yeah, so if I show chart 4 again, I'll take a picture of chart 4 again. I anticipate that we're going to hit 920 on the NQ, and then that's actually where I'm going to take some profit. If I don't get knocked out sooner, so I should take some profit right here. That's where you should take some profit based on chart 4. So as you can see here, this is chart 4. So it did print the RSI signal, which, like I said, is a good confirmation signal. It's you're looking for the 3, the triangles. And some charts you can the confirmation signals alone actually do play a greater role. That's what I'm targeting for profit in this move right here, and we'll see from there. It's kind of a major area, so it's either gonna sell off there or hold. So for those that join, if you haven't joined Discord, you'll see a link down below in the description that says join Discord. You'll definitely want to join Discord. If you haven't, if you're on TradingView, you'd want to join Discord as well. That's where we share charts, setups, insights. I really go deep into what it's like to be a real trader. If you are new here too, you can also check out the website down below. I do share my P&L. So if you go to Rex Dog Trading, for those that care about these type of things, you care about P&L or whatever. Pretty much all these are streams, so this is my current P&L. Last week I had a pretty decent week. So pretty decent week last week. Anyways, let's go here.
Stop filled.
I'll get stopped out. Friggin' NQ, man. What's up, dude? Why do you want to stop me out? Well, we only got partially picked up.
Stop filled.
How are you putting in those sell stops? I use Tradovate and using our 4 chart setup. Ah, man, I got completely knocked out. Little bastard. That NQ, can you believe it? That pullback there on that little thing? Yep. Look at that. That's interesting. You rarely see this. So we did get a print on the RSI on that 5-minute there. So you've got triangle pattern, and then you've got another triangle pattern forming possibly on this candle right here if it closes here. So then it does that. That sell-off actually came a little bit more quicker than I thought. But once again, we're in the I made your RDA indicator using ChatGPT. Okay, I don't know what that means. Like, for what? I guess for what? I don't know. I mean, it's easy to use it's easy to make the RDA. Number one, I share the code, so that's not something that I guess I'm confused on why that is something you had to use ChatGPT for. So, for instance, if you go to scripts here, scripts here, the RDA is on here somewhere. Why don't I just search for it? Yeah. Stock average. There it is. Well, some of these are private scripts, like this ribbon one. It's private script. Yeah, this ATR, the code's right in there. So why? Oh, for NinjaTrader. Oh, okay. But we're on NinjaTrader though, so that's on NinjaTrader. Or it should be. I can find it on NinjaTrader. So that's why I don't understand why people. Yeah, so I can find it on Ninja, and we're gonna get the other indicators. Oh man, GC's killing us. Ooh, look at that.
Order filled.
Look at that move. Ooh, man. Guess I should have got out back when we were at a decent clip there. Let's see what we want to do in that trade. The question I have, is it going to go into an RDA check on this 60? That's the question. Yeah. We don't know. We don't know that yet.
Order filled. Order filled.
Could be wrong in that overall sell there. We'll see. I guess we should do a participation trade on NQ. I'm going to do
order filled.
Well, that's good. Well, so okay. So that's interesting. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, we're working on getting all of our indicators on on all the relevant platforms, all the platforms that matter, I should say. So, CRA chart, we have that up and running. As much as, NinjaTrader with whatever friggin' changes they're trying to make, who knows what they're trying to do. I know it's been a nightmare for people that have been on Ninja for a while. Their updates and stuff, especially with what they're doing with Trade08. Put a trailing stop in there. I'll have to jet here. Oh, it's right in the middle of lunch. I don't know if I actually want to do that. I guess I could go later.
Stop filled. Stop filled.
Participation trade. All right. We'll see if this GC trade's going to work out. Almost feels like it does want to sell off the NQ. Almost feels like it wants to
order
sell
filled.
off.
Order filled. Order filled.
I think we go with some sales there. We give it a little opportunity to sell off. I'm not going to give it much opportunity. We're up about 12 grand for the day. So yeah, I'll have to check NinjaTrader why the RDA doesn't show up there. But we'll be adding
order filled
private indicators on there too for members as well. So we have a list of platforms we're looking at. As far as also, I think it probably might be TradeStation, the other platform I would recommend. Possibly. Well, CR chart obviously, because that's what I'm using to trade. But if you didn't want to go with CR chart, then the other one that we're testing and looking at is TradeStation. That's the other one. But regardless, I want all of our indicators private, all of the, the public ones as well as private ones on these other platforms now. Especially as we go through and we're going to upgrade our price. So we're going to drastically increase the price of what we're doing here and be closing down a lot of Discord as far as publicly. So one of the things we're going to do is we're just going to get more private with what we're doing. As well as increase the price. So before we ghost, so we're gonna kind of quasi ghost. Yeah. So no, we have we have a series of indicators, but yeah, we have an all-in-one indicator. We do have an all-in-one indicator for our system, and then but that doesn't include. So for instance, the RD RSI, for instance, that's an indicator that not everybody wants to use. So it's just not part of our all-in-one. All-in-one is basically how to read momentum and bias, as well as a couple other things in there. And we are working on, well, okay. I don't know if I'm going to get there. I don't want to share that. We're working on something else. We're working on something really cool. We are working on something really cool, which will not be a free indicator. This is not going to be. I've spent too much time on this thing. It's not going to be a free indicator. But it will predict ranges. So we're working on an indicator to predict ranges as well as predict when they're done. That will not be free. That will be for members only. Spent too much time on the thing to friggin' make it free. No one appreciates free. All right, here we go. Am I going to take a loss in this friggin' GC trade, or is it going to sell off? Hey. Yeah, good to be live again. See, I was right on this NQ trade. We're only in 3 lots. So I was right on that. It did feel like a sell-off. I think it's going to be a deeper sell-off, so I almost want to get more aggressive with this bad boy. Boom. Let's get more aggressive. Now, the problem is, though, not the problem, that exact move is the counter move of what GC is. And I started way too much. Yeah, I enjoyed my break. I mean, maybe I should take breaks more often because, like I shared, this is my. So I took a break, or I kind of just was with family, hung out with family. This is my week of trading that week. I only traded like 3 days of that week, but I had a pretty decent P&L for trading that week. So maybe I do that more often because my P&L is pretty decent from that week. I think that might be something I'll try. All right, so I think the sell-off might be deeper here. I think we might have a deeper sell-off on the NQ. So let's
Order filled.
Get a little more aggressive. I do not like the GC trade. I don't like how it's treating me. And the problem is my next level is all the way up to 1980. I did not like that. Did not like it. So might have to take a loss on that. My basis is a terrible, terrible position on that trade too. I could reduce, I guess.
Order filled. Order filled.
Okay, we're going to give it one more chance.
Order filled.
13.
Order filled.
15.
Order filled.
And then we're going to put in trailing stops here. It's either going to sell off from here or it's going to take us out at a negative profit. A negative profit. That's the positive way to say loss. A negative profit.
Order filled.
All right, we'll see if this sells off here on the NQ. It hit the RDA, what we expect. Freaking beautiful, isn't it? Kind of amazing when you see that happen day after day after day. Sorry, sending a message. So literally on this GC trade, I'm either gonna get, it could get up to about 3,500 probably is what I'm risking there as far as loss. The NQ here, it did hold the RDA, so that's something to be mindful of. I don't want to get too overly aggressive on that move, but we did buy at pullbacks, so we'll see what happens here. It is the middle of the lunch session, so it might not sell off. This might be too aggressive for this time of day.
Order filled. Order
the buyers are
filled.
continuing to step up. So the buy side is continuing to step up, but they are getting slapped around a little bit. We'll see. Why am I selling if you're going against the... Well, that was the trade. The trade was an RDA check. I'm selling because I'm aggressively selling two of the other charts. So the 5-minute chart, yeah, and this might be a bad trade, obviously, but the 5-minute chart did hold bias, but it's also in a switchover state. So the 5-minute chart's in a momentum switchover state, and then we have that move did not tag a level. So my downside level on another chart, chart 4. So members, chart 4, I'm looking at that level at 864. That's my downside level that I'm looking at. And then of course we have that 920 level is the obvious upside level. So really we're between two levels. It's going to hit 920 or it's going to hit 864. It's going to hit one of those two levels. It's just which one is it going to hit first. So I'm trading that it's going to hit 864 first. That's what I'm trading right now. But yeah, on the 5-minute chart, oh, you were talking about gold? I'm sorry. On gold? Yeah, so on gold, that's the same type of situation. Where am I at on gold? What am I trading? Yeah, the problem with gold is that my position is in the middle of a friggin' range. So terrible trade there. Terrible trade on my side. I should have probably got... No, I should not. Not I should have. I should have got out sooner. The second that gold recaptured momentum at 11:05. I'll tell you exactly. 11:48. A little bit later than that. 10:55 my time, which is 11:55 market time. I should have got out of that gold trade. I didn't get out of that gold trade. But that's when I should have got out. So that's a bad trade. I'm just giving it enough room to potentially move in my direction. But it's a bad trade. It's going to be a wash pretty much here with this NQ trade. So you can see the NQ trade. I'm up about 2,100 and then I'm down about 2,100 on that gold trade. But I'm giving it a little bit of room to potentially come back to my entry to recheck momentum. So like I said, there's a triangle. There is a green triangle, and the last signal is the actual green triangle that confirms. That's what you like to see. You like to see a green triangle kind of where you would expect to see it in price action. That confirms the price action. So, yeah. But I might get an opportunity here to get out, break even. The market gives me an opportunity to get out and break even. I'll take it. Either way, I'm just going to ride those trailing stops. Now, this other trade, I don't know why the hell it's stopping right there. There's no reaction zone there other than just, I can tell in the market the buyers are, they're on crack today or these days. I haven't looked at the underlying yet, but we should look at the underlying. We really should look at the underlying to kind of see what these buyers are thinking. Because if we look at the underlying on Tesla, yeah, so Tesla's breaking out to the next level. That's obvious. Apple's the same thing. Apple's deciding whether or not it wants to fail here or not. Kind of breaking out to the next level. Meta, same damn thing. Breaking out to the next level. Meta's looking to see if it's going to fill that gap. It's going to try to fill that gap. Nvidia, still in on my Nvidia trade. So we're going to the next zone. Okay, I kind of see what's happening. It's pretty obvious now. All right, it's obvious what all these things are doing. Okay. It's obvious what the underlines are doing. They're all kind of deciding, do they want to break out to the next level or do they want to sell off and find buyers down below? Said I have no idea if that's really what's happening. That's just how I explain it. Okay, so we're in 7. Yeah, let's just get out of this gold trade. It's pissing me off. Took a loss in that gold trade about $2,000 or something. $2,300. It was a bad trade. Should have got out earlier. Instead, I scaled in. Terrible scaling. I should have looked at chart 4 and realized I was in the middle of a range. Well, we'll see. How does this NQ sell off? Does it get to our next level or not? It looks like it's trying to. So, members, this is a kind of a prime example looking at this last. So, the 5-minute, yeah, there was a trade that hit when that hit the RDA. But once again, what did I say? I said that it's in a changeover state as far as momentum. So, that's why in real time, watching the momentum indicators and interpreting the momentum indicators is key. Do I mainly trade gold? No. No. I trade NQ, gold, oil, CL. I was in a CL trade when I started the stream. YM. I trade Forex, crypto, and equities. I trade everything with my system. I use the same system across everything. I don't know why you would design a system unless you have to, but why? I trade Forex, just long term, no stop losses. I trade equities. I shared my, like for instance, I'm in an NVIDIA trade. I day trade futures because I don't know why you would day trade anything else. I think you'd be crazy to day trade anything else except futures. I think futures is the best thing to day trade. So you don't need any dumb scanner to find. No. Nothing similar to ticks. Nope. Nope. No time chart.
Stop filled. Stop filled.
Compares.
Stop filled.
Nah, we're getting stopped out. At least we're getting stopped out on some profit.
Stop filled.
I'm just making up the P&L I already had, damn it, from that damn GC trade.
Stop filled.
I don't know. I don't think, I mean, there's tons of great trades on Bitcoin. So I'm looking for my next long swing trade. So I didn't short this move on Bitcoin, but I'm looking for my next long entry on Bitcoin. And I'm waiting for that zone. So I already showed that earlier. So for me, I'm waiting. I will most likely enter down to 23,690. That's kind of what I'm waiting for my next swing trade. So we swung trade this. I'll share my idea. So I'm going to start trying to share my ideas or my trades in other markets and stuff. I just don't have time. I just, I didn't get treatment this week. I was supposed to get treatment. So I didn't get treatment this week. I pushed it off a week. I just need another week to recover. Plus I have family coming in and other stuff, and plus the travel plans I have. So I was supposed to get treatment today. I did not get treatment today. I pushed it off to next week. Sorry, time chart. So the reason why we use tick charts and not time charts is very specifically, capital can't hide in tick charts. Tick charts actually shows the real movement of capital. Time charts doesn't truly represent the real movement of capital because it's time based. So a time chart never really shows the true movement of capital. We're going to get knocked out of this trade too. Damn it. These buyers, man, they're stepping up. They don't want to sell off. That leads me to believe that the afternoon is probably going to close on the high. Possibly. We'll see. I'm supposed to head out. So, what does everybody think? Should I leave and come back and stream the afternoon, or should I just continue streaming and then cut off it at the afternoon? I'm a little annoyed that I was up 12,000 and now I've got to make that P&L back. I'm at 11,600. I'm waiting for this next oil trade right here. That's my next oil trade, right around 72 spot 22. So that's the next oil trade. That's what the chart tells us. I almost should be long there, but given the overall chart,
filled.
Nah, we're getting stopped out. I don't think the lunch session here is going to allow the sell-off. Yeah. It's been good range trading. So where are we at? There's some alts too. I've been looking at some alts. See if we can find some alts. So for instance, I added to the algo position. Is it algo? Yeah, no, not algo. ARB, sorry. I added to the ARB position. This chart is so freaking small, I can't even see it. So on ARB, my strategy, once again, on most of these alt cryptos, I'm not saying I suggest it to anybody. It's either going to zero or it's going to go to the inflection point that exists on this chart at, where is it at? Where's our inflection point? Yeah. Was $5. So it's either going to $5 to $6 or it's going to zero. So that's how I trade ARB. That's an example of what I trade there. But it doesn't really matter what you trade because the patterns are the same. So you'll see here's CFX. The pattern's the same. That ZIL's is a little bit different. CFX actually is probably a good short opportunity up here in this zone. So in this zone is probably a good short opportunity. I would say probably even on the daily, it looks like probably a good short opportunity. Yeah, it's trying to recapture the RDA, everything else. So up in here, that's a good short opportunity based on what I see right here. Right in there on CFX. ZIL might be a good long. ZIL might be a decent long. The challenge is you've got this next range down here. So if it gives up this, it's going down here. CTSI is not good. Wait for the lower level. Waves, not that great. Probably a short by the RDA. Wait for an RDA check and short it right around 1.85. 1.855. Ape's the same way. Wait for it to test the RDA, sell it. Algo, same thing. Wait for it to test the RDA, sell it. ISOT, obviously this isn't trade advice. BNB, let's see where we're at. Ooh, what is this? Oh, look at that. We found the triple liquidity stop hunt smart money zone. It's called the TLS HMZ. So for those that are watching, what you want to do is you want to actually follow on Discord because we'll share what the triple liquidity stop hunt smart money zone is on Discord. So it's definitely something you're going to want to tune in for there. I think we're going to get knocked out of this NQ trade. I don't see anything else I really want to jump on. We're waiting for our CL trade. That is actually at the daily open, I believe. Is that the daily open? Yeah, it is the daily open. For the actual future. Yeah. So, there we go.
Order filled.
Got picked up on CL. We'll see if we can get picked up on an extension above that, right around. This is as high as we want to go on this thing. 72 spot 49.
Filled.
Ooh, look at that move. Look at oil move. There it goes. It's moving. We'll see if it sells off. Did get picked up on two lots there, just down $70. We're still in two lots on the NQ, up about $440. Let's see what the oil does here. It's really that inflection area is where I'd want to be. Give it another opportunity to impulse up, and then we'll see if it'll sell off. Kind of an aggressive fade here. We are above another level. We're above chart 4's level, so the next level is right where my next entries are. So, and then if it really gets going, you know where it's going? Where oil is going, which actually I probably should be long. Now that I look at this trade here, I probably should be long. I have the wrong bias. I should be long here. It's going to 73 spot 52.50. It's going to 73 spot 50. That's where it's going. Yeah, I almost should be long on this move, not be short. Yeah, I should be long on this. Yeah, especially with the 5 like that. I should be long on that. Looks like we're going to get knocked out of this NQ trade here. The question is, do we want to resell it up there right where my entry is? I think that's what I'll do. If I get knocked out, I'll probably resell it up there. And then, look at that. Oil's going to impulse up, I think, to the next level. Oh, well, let's see where we're at. Looks like we're going to get taken out of that NQ. We'll
Order filled.
Oil position. See if that's going to go in our favor or not. Gold. That might be. I might have been right on that move overall. Maybe I didn't have to take that 2K loss. We'll see. I just wasn't patient on it, obviously.
Stop filled.
Getting knocked out of the NQ trade.
Stop filled.
All right. Totally knocked out of the NQ trade, but like I said before, I think we'll wait for it maybe to get up here and I'll sell again. If it gets up there and takes us out. Or not takes us out, but picks us up. P&L wise, we're up around 11,805. That's where we're at. P&L wise, 11,805. Let's see what this actual gold does here. We might want to get on the NQ too. Might want to do the same thing. I'll have to see. Oh, gold's gonna, or oil's gonna give us. Hey, how you doing? Once again, you'll see down below on TradingView, it says join my Discord. Just click that. You can join Discord. Yeah, no, NQ is still kind of momentum long. It's weak. It's taken 3 bars for it to do that. I'm doing good. I'm just hanging out, trading, streaming. I wasn't going to stream this morning, but I was trading. I'm like, since I'm sitting here trading, why not just stream? Yeah, I'm doing good. I mean, health-wise, I'm doing good. Like I said, or you probably weren't on. I was supposed to have treatment this week, but I decided to. I decided to delay it by a week. Part of it because travel things I'm doing, and I have family coming in town, and I need a little bit. I need another week to recover from some of the side effects that this treatment gives. So I just told the doctor, I just said, hey, I just need a little bit of a break. Plus, I'm getting a little worn out. I'll be completely upfront. I have this treatment for the rest of my life because I have incurable cancer. So, cancer in 4 areas of my body. So, but I've been on this treatment cycle probably for a year and a half or so. So I'm just a little, I'm not worn out. I'm just a little.
Order filled.
It gets old after a while, every 2 weeks getting treatment. With no end in sight. Right? So, unless AI unless AI comes about and cures cancer, which I think we're probably close to doing. But I did fade that move, or not fade. This isn't a fade. It's actually, the problem is it's an indecisive, the chart's in an indecisive area right now. Do you usually live every day? Yeah, I live every day. Oh, you mean live? Stream live? This is a Trading View question. I do when I feel healthy. So for those that just joined me, y'all want to join Discord, because my nephew is going to be doing the small account challenge this week with $500 account trading live money. So if y'all aren't on Discord, he's not going to stream his trades because it's hard enough to trade without streaming. I can do it because I've since taught myself to trade or with streaming. But I'm only going forward, I'm going to stream just one time a day. Not going to do long sessions. It's either going to be the morning or the afternoon. And like I said, it's more for, to reinforce the system for members. We're updating things. We're adding indicators to places. We're updating the site. We're changing things around. Like I said, we've gave plenty of warning for our price increase and for things to go private. So we're going to pretty much make a lot of things we're doing private for just paying members, just alpha members. We'll still be streaming here and there. I'll be upfront. We don't get the amount of effort and time that I put into this. I don't get near enough the ROI as far as time that I put into what I do into this stuff publicly, meaning like, spending time doing videos, training, other stuff. I mean, that's for alpha members. That's different. That's the focus. The focus is people that actually want to learn how to trade and want to actually trade. Those are our alphas. That's what needs to be priority. Anything else free? I'm done doing that stuff. I'm done doing anything free or anything else. You don't get any thanks. Don't get any. Yeah, there's some karma with it, but no one appreciates it. I don't get any appreciation for the amount of questions I ask, how approachable I am as far as a trader. So I'm increasingly going to back away from doing anything that is not with the alphas, not with people that are in the group. All right, so we're in we're up on the oil trade. We'll see if that's actually going to work out, but it is a fade trade. It's a kind of an aggressive fade trade. So I probably should just put some trailing stops. We'll probably get knocked out of that bad boy. We're up about $90 or something, right, on that thing. We'll give it a little bit of room, but this is a fade trade at this point in time. So not going to get too aggressive on giving it room because it could just use, well, we've got obviously 72.19 is the next spot where it will find support. And then on the NQ, we're shorting the NQ here. Yeah, little bastards. These little buyers. I mean, the NQ might chart 3 might hold momentum.
Order filled. Order
That's
filled.
the thing on that. Yeah. So we're about to hit a closing, 7 minutes. So I would expect some volatility to hit the market here. So we'll see. Well, look at that. The gold trade moving a little bit more in our direction. I can get rid of these. These are invalid. These are invalid. So I can get rid of our offers. Those ones are invalid. We're up, but roughly $240 on that trade. This is the gold trade. Down on the NQ short.
Stop filled.
Gonna get stopped out of this gold trade or the oil trade, CL trade. Yeah, so members, look, I'm trading. I'm doing a fade here, but I'd say if you look at the charts, look at the 4 chart setup. I said earlier in the day that C3 is your control. Well, C3 really is the control because all that level that you see on C3 is all important. It's been tested once. So that's what it's trying to go after. So it's really, one of the things I say a lot is you want to project. You're always projecting. But the 4 charts that we use, the reason why we use them is because one of those charts the market is using for control. And I'm not saying that that's how it works. I'm saying that that's how we interpret it. So one of the 4 charts, you can always look at one of the 4 charts and it will reveal to you what the market wants to do as far as a control. And then you use the other charts to confirm that. So when I said today that C3 is your control, it was obvious based on what the day was trying to do that the levels on C3 was what was going to control the day. And that has played out. Yeah, no, good to join. No, thanks for joining. Thanks for joining Discord. So when I say stuff, so for instance, what you're always trying to do on any given day is you're trying to really project out where the 3 questions. Where is price going? Where is price coming from? Where is it going? And how does it want to get there? When you use the same chart layouts and you have rules, I'm just talking generally. I'm not even talking my system. I'm just saying you have rules. Your rules should be able to help you predict those 3 questions. Where is price coming from? That's not a prediction. That's obvious. But there should be a reason why price is coming from that your system tells you. So the 3 questions, where is price coming from? It's easy to discount that question because it's obvious, because that's history. But
Stop filled.
When you're answering that question, where is price coming from? There's a reason why price is coming from that area. Your system should tell you the reason for that. It could be a standard support and resistance check. It could be, okay, it came down, it checked support held, now it's going up. That would be the question of, okay, where is price going? Your system should predict to you where price has a possibility of going. It should be predictive. Otherwise, I don't know what you're trading. So if you're trading a system, it should be a predictive system. It should predict where price is. It should give you a good reason why price is coming from a location and why it's possibly going to another location. So that's what I mean by that. is that it's so. For instance, chart 3 is still in control of the day. Chart 3 went down, and I think someone on YouTube did mention that chart 3 is still momentum long, which is true, which is also why
Order filled.
I probably should just reverse. Terrible reversal area though, so I'm not going to give it much room. But I did reverse, and it wasn't mainly because of that, but it's because chart 2 has remained momentum long. Chart 2 is main momentum and bias long, and it looks like it wants to go up to the next level. Terrible reversal area because we're right at a momentum check, but that looked to be the trade, or looked to be, and as we can see, my reversal is kind of working out. It could sell off here pretty drastically though, but we are in the next 2 minutes. We do expect some volatility. Why? Because we're at an hour close, so you would expect volatility. My stops are, you can see where my stops are. I don't need to. So it's probably going to fall down, take us out, and then go back up. That's probably what's going to happen. It's just going to happen just because I have stops in the market this tight. Yeah, there we go. One's going to take us out. Maybe not. Maybe chart 2 will remain momentum long, bias long. So I was primarily trading off chart 2 there. So for those that are wondering, why did I reverse? Well, chart 2 switched over from bias and momentum short to bias and momentum long. So I either believe it or don't. I believed it. Now we'll just see here in the next 1 minute, or the next 4 minutes actually, because it's right. I look for increased volatility 3 minutes before the hour close and 3 minutes after. Typically you'll find some decent volatility moves. It spikes or it decides. So we've got the hour close coming. Well, we should look at the index and see what the index is doing. So the index did the same thing. The index is RDA, above the RDA. Index is painting the same way. So the index is no different than what the actual NQ is painting. You know what was interesting? One day last week, the index was contrary to what the actual futures was doing. That was an interesting day. Yeah, I'd say you're probably right on chart 4. It'd be a no trade zone for non-aggressive traders. I would agree. I would agree with you there that chart 4 is a no trade zone because you're in the middle of a range. Terrible entry. And that's why I said I'm using chart 2. Okay, there we go. Did get a decent bounce there. Did get a decent move there. Sorry, I'm not showing my trade. You'll see here I did get a decent move there. We're in the right direction. See if we get another spike up, or does it sell off here? All of my trailing stops are in profit. We're up about $600, $700, 4 lots. I did get out of the CL trade, the oil trade. The long, I'm looking for a potential long entry on that CL trade down below. Or right here. Yeah.
Order filled.
I'll do a participation trade on that. And then we'll do another long entry trade and we'll see. I was waiting for an RDA check there on chart 2, but I did not get the RDA check on that oil trade. Come on, man. Don't just stop there. NQ, you can do it. So once again, chart 3 is the control. So
stop filled.
That's what I mean by the control for the day. It wants to take out that. It wants to take out the 946 level. That's what it wants to do by the end of the day. Whether or not it's going to do that, who knows? But that's what it's trying to do. It's trying to take out 946. It couldn't be more obvious. I mean, it could be more obvious, but I guess it could be more obvious. Discord. Boom. I think I'm going to trade this, change this form to actual, we'll actually do, because the forum on Discord doesn't, it's nice because it allows you to do certain things, but it doesn't operate the way that a channel does. I don't know. Anyways, I know no one cares, but I'm just trying to figure out what's the best way to share. What I want to do is I'm sick of oh, so sorry, that's for members.
Stop filled.
Oh, look at that. We got stopped out of our NQ trade. Barely made any profit, little bastard. So C3 is chart 3. So that's me talking to members, and then the 4C is just the 4 chart. So look at that sell-off. So the question now is on this NQ trade is it tried, but it tried in the middle of lunch, which is kind of meaningless. The lunch session. So I think you're still biased and momentum long. I think that the trade on the table is still on NQ. I think it's still long. And then you can see there I did a participation trade on oil, 1 lot. I probably should be heavier on that long trade. Long term wise, I'm looking for, why does this chart show this? So if we look at gold or GC, so look at that. It's friggin' perfect, almost perfect. Look at that's why I use the RDA. It's pretty friggin' amazing. So obviously it overshot here, but here it pretty much came down, tested the RDA, held the RDA. So gold is, and that's what we called up here. I just didn't hold that trade long enough. I wish I would have held that trade longer. I still might actually be in that trade. I'll have to check that broker. This sell-off here, when it lost momentum, where was it going to go? It went to the RDA. Good. I had a good time. So great. I had a great time on vacation or hanging out with family. It's really just to kind of visit family. It was good. I have yet to have a vacation where I had no agenda, and that's kind of what I did. I had no agenda other than just hanging out with family. So that was pretty sweet. Usually on our vacations, we're pretty busy. Or we just, we're seeing things, we're doing things. You almost need a vacation from your vacation. But this one, I just literally got up and chilled all the time. Yeah, awesome. You're about to go to Florida? Yeah, we'll be heading out too in June sometime. No real agenda. Usually we take about 3. We take a couple trips a year. Usually it's 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks long.
Stop filled.
Well, we got stopped out on the NQ. Now the question is on the NQ here, where do you want to get in? Once again, the buyer, if you look at the underlines and you look at everything else, the buy side definitely is the right side to be on. So my aggressive fade trade was wrong. We do have, so, this RSI signal coming this late in the move could still be meaningful, but typically you want to see it down at the bottom, typically. Like this one here, it's at a top. We got knocked out of that. I think I need to probably jet. I'll try to come back. I'll try to be back in time to stream the afternoon. But I'm a little upset, or not upset. My P&L, I'll share the P&L before I jet here. Oh, do I really want to go in the middle of the day? That's the challenge. I don't really want to go in the middle of the day. This is one of the benefits of being a trader. I'll just share this. For those that have jobs, we are working on a training job from job to trader is the training I'm working on. And then this training will be different. I'll be working with people that have jobs. So I have 2 people that with this training, we're going to be designing this training for swing trading for people that have jobs so that you can swing trade or day trade around your job. So I want to get 4 people total that will fit this, that have jobs, that want to be traders. So I've got 2 right now. And the reason why I want to do this training differently is because I want to understand the types of situations and challenges that people with jobs have for swing trading. So for instance, to just give you one example, you might have a job where you can check the charts, but someone else has a job where they can't check the charts. Well, both of those are different scenarios, and they have to be treated differently for how you do trade management. Also, being able to access your broker from a phone is not a solution. It's not a trading solution. So while some people think it's a trading solution, it's not a proper trading solution. I don't know anybody that trades decent sized capital from their phone. Maybe there are people that do trade decent sized capital from their phone. I would think that'd be kind of insane. That would, to me, it doesn't make any sense. But so one of the things I'm doing with this new training is that I'm connecting with people. I want 4 individual people that have jobs that are implementing the Rexdog swing trade system. We'll call it the Rexdog swing trade system, and it's following the same logic as we do with day trading. It's the same logic. It's just your time frame's different, and your trade management's a little bit different. But it's the same system, same rules. Nothing's, we're not drastically changing anything just to swing trade. But there are specific things with people that have jobs that are considerations. All right, we got an RDA check and chart too. I got to do this.
Order filled.
So we'll see if this holds up or not. As the RDA check on chart 2, I entered there on the NQ. You'll see it's continuing to find buyers. The buyers are continuing to step up. All those little bastards. I'm with them now. They're not bastards. I like the buyers. When I'm with them, I like them. When I'm not with them, I don't like them. Once again, I told you already, 946 is the key level. That's the only level that matters on the upside, is 946. The downside level that really matters, you've got a minor level at 835, and you got another minor level at 804. Those are the only levels that matter. It's really that simple. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. That is our control chart for today. Let's see if we can break 12 Gs. I'm trading at a reduced size now because I was ready to, because I wouldn't be able to manage these trades. So it is the afternoon, or it's the lunch session, so I don't expect things to move. I expect range trading here. So no, we're not going to break 12,000.
Stop filled.
I should have stayed in the oil trade too. You can see all my executions there in oil. The E-money Dow is possibly hitting the daily and an RDA check, so the E-money Dow might be set for a sell. And then gold is continuing to hold that level, hold that range. It's kind of creating somewhat of a flag pattern there. So it could be a flag failure, or it could be a flag up. That's something to look at. Yeah, look at that gold trade. It's so obvious what gold's trying to do. I'm not with the trade. Freaking piss me off. See if I can get in a pullback. Yeah, I don't know why I got out of that trade. It was really obvious what it's trying to do. It's trying to take out that. It's trying to take out. It's going for oil's going for 73.50, and I'm not part of this move. So we'll be patient. See if we get picked up on a pullback. Just be a little patient. Yeah, the lunch session's draining me. So I'll try to be back here 13:30 my time, which is 2:30 market time. Trade the close. So that's what I'm going to try to do. Oh, look at this move, though, on oil. I'm really upset I'm not part of that move. I'm not going to chase it, though. But I know where it's going. All right, there we go. Finally. Okay. What happened? Did some news hit? Volatility picked up. Oh, look at that.
Order filled.
We don't have any news on deck. Yeah, we don't have any news. I don't think we have any news, do we? Do we have any news that's supposed to hit? Let me see. I looked. Mary Daly speaks. No idea who that is. Should I know who that is? Should I care? Thomas Barkin. Who's that? Should I care who that is? James Bullard. I know that name. They spoke today. But should I really care what they had to say? Probably not. 3-month bill auction is 11:30. 6-month bill auction 11:30. Yeah, there's no news. So what was that volatility for? Just got excited, I guess. Look at that still off. That appears to be more of a deeper sell-off.
Order filled.
The trade, damn it.
Order filled. Order filled.
Should have sold that top. Waiting for a pullback on the NQ. So that's
order filled. Order filled.
Down to this level. Down to chart 4's level of 864. That's what we're trading towards. We'll see if it hits at 864. I'll reverse there probably. We are getting picked up on. So getting picked up on some of the trades on
order
the
filled.
actual
Order filled.
Oil. So that's why I didn't chase that trade, because just waiting for a pullback. There we go. So NQ, we're only in 2 lots. Damn it. Looking for a tag at right around 865. Yeah, it is not cooperating with me as far as how I want to. Well, it might be coming down to this level down here, 849. I don't know why it would go down to 849 though. Let's see. 828 is actually so you got a weak level between here and there. Got a weak level right around 850. And then your next strong level that really matters, that really is important, is, I mean, it's weird. You actually got I've never seen something like that for a while. I haven't seen that type of print for a while. Yeah. There's a print right around 810 that is kind of odd. It's kind of an odd look. I haven't seen the charts print like that in a while.
Order filled. Order filled.
Oh, we'll see.
Order filled. Order filled.
Is it going to sell off here? We'll see. Was that a false breakdown? It was a momentum check on the chart 3. So all right. So with oil, I'm going to put fixed stops. I'm going to put, well, we'll do RDA check here. I'm targeting on the oil trade. I'm targeting the 73.50 area. 73 spot 50. That's what I'm targeting. So
Order filled. Order filled.
look at that. The NQ's starting to piss me off. Starting to hold up by the buy side. We'll give it one more opportunity to sell off. Other than that, we're gonna have to get out for maybe a loss there on that trade. But oil, we are going to put in a fixed stop right at 72 spot 20. That's where we're going to put a fixed stop there. And then we'll put another fixed stop for the other 3 lots that we're looking to get picked up. I don't think it's going to pick us up, but it might. That's kind of our... I'm trading chart 2 on the NQ. We'll see if it sells off here. Nope, looks like it's going to aggressively go up. We'll see. Get one more opportunity to sell off, otherwise I'll get out. Yeah, look at that. It's being stubborn. It actually might hold up. It might actually hold that low. Well, I think what I should do is just not give it much room. It's either going to take me out or it's going to sell off here. One of two things. But I'm not going to give it much room. We'll put some trailing stops in. It's either going to knock us out for about a loss of about $800, or it's going to sell off right here. Oh, there we go. Yeah. I mean, it might just range here in this area for a while, too.
Stop filled. Stop filled.
Knocked out.
Stop filled. Stop filled.
Knocked out. For a loss, by the way. So... it still looks like it has weakness, but I'm not going to chase, or So what I'm going to do too on this oil trade is I'm just going to trail my stops. I'm just going to put them down here and trail them. So same type of scenario here. Yeah, I got a little aggressive there on the NQ trade. That sell-off. I shouldn't have got that aggressive with that. That's fine. We're kind of in a no-trade zone now. I should just stop trading the NQ based on where it's at and wait for the next level. We're in the middle, yeah. So NQ is really, this doesn't work out. It's in more of a no-trade zone with a bias long. Bias and momentum long. Look at that. Now it's going to sell off after it took me out. Little bastard. But it is the lunch session, so I don't know what I expect. All right, look at that. We're doing it. Tomorrow I should be able to stream the morning. I should be able to stream the morning tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to that. Actually stream all morning. It's been a while since I've got to stream all morning. Yeah. I think you have a bias long in the NQ the rest of the day.
Order filled. Order filled.
I think that's probably what to do. This little bastard. I should have just been biased long on this little thing. Little bastard. Yeah. With the target of 938, like I said, 938 is your target. If it closes above 938, it's ripping up more. So I'm not going to get too aggressive on the long side, but what'll be interesting to see if both oil and NQ takes out their upside levels. That's what's going to be interesting here this afternoon. But I need to call it. I need to take a break. I'm starting to feel a little tired, so I still need to catch up with sleep. If you haven't, one of the things that would be really awesome is basically join us on Discord. You'll see a link down below. If you have any questions, you can definitely send over some questions on Discord. I'll try to stream here in a little bit. I don't know. I've got to figure out. I've got a few things I need to do. I need to figure out when I'm going to do them. I try to do things. That's what I was going to say before. You're a full-time trader. You can then go do errands and do things when no one else is doing things. Not no one else. Very few other people are doing the same type of thing. So it's one of the benefits of being a trader is that you can just take off in the middle of the day and go do things. Take care of things when a lot of people are working. I know many people work from home now too, so they kind of have that option a little bit too. It definitely is one of the benefits of being a full-time trader. The market will be there when I get back. But so I appreciate everybody joining. I'll see if I don't stream this afternoon, I will stream in the morning. So I'm only going to be streaming one time a day going forward, and not for long sessions. I just not into that anymore. Streaming long sessions, like I'm probably not going to never stream a full market session again. All right, sweet. Well, we're up on all trades right now. I did reverse that to a long. We are looking for long for the rest of the day to take out that upside level on the NQ. We're looking for the 73 spot 50 on gold. Oh, well, look at that. Oh, not gold, on CL. Gold took out, or gold's trying to recapture the daily open. So that's probably Simplify. Sweet. Yeah. No, thank you as well. So thanks everybody for joining. I will try to stream this afternoon. I got to decide when I'm going to do this. Things I got to take care of. So, and I didn't plan to stream this long here in the morning. But these trades, I would say NQ long looks like it into the afternoon. And then same with the, I think GC is going to sell off. So I'm looking for a place to sell GC. And then oil, I think it's that upside target. I think that's where it's going, 73.50, which is a really awesome trade if you can be part of it. That's a pretty awesome trade. So as you can see, we're already up $360 on that thing. So hopefully that can continue go in our favor and we can profit. I'd like to be larger size on that thing though. Okay, I'll see everybody in a little bit. Everybody have a great rest of the day. Hope your trading goes well. You'll see a link below if you have questions. You can join us on Discord. That's the best place to ask questions. Look for TA, technical TA and other things. And I'll see you guys in a little bit.